started 5 years ago, gone February. I've worked in the engineering industry for 25 years plus. I've worked for companies in heavy plant in the heavy plant industry. I started off working for my father's business. He had an engineering business, and then tried my hand in the oil and gas industry before coming to SMT, or it was Volvo Construction Equipment back then. I would say my career's developed mainly in the training side of things. SMT offer really good training with some of the guys who do the welding and lane boring are some of the probably the most experienced in the industry. It can be quite varied. Some days I don't actually know what I'm going to be doing. Some jobs you go to, you don't actually know what you're going to be doing when you get there, which is what makes the job quite interesting. Some days you've got to think on your feet quite a lot, quite a lot of problem solving. Sometimes the customers themselves don't even know what's gone wrong with it until we get there and have a look at it for them. Well, quite a lot. The guys, all the welder lane borers for SMT are really experienced guys. We do obviously the welding side, we do the lane boring side, but we also do fabricating, we do profiling, we do gas cutting, gas gouging, arc air gouging. You know, you could go on and on and on. Like I said, the guys who work for SMT are probably some of the best in the business. I would say probably the variety of the work that I've got to do, and sometimes not knowing what you're going to go to when you get called out. Obviously with the welders and lane borers, we're not necessarily tied to the Volvo machines. Again, probably the variety. You know, I've worked in the engineering industry where we're producing the same product, or pretty much the same product day in, day out, and it does get a little bit repetitive. Whereas the job that I'm doing at the moment, one day I might be welding a boom, next day I might be lane boring a bucket, or you know, there is a lot of variety. Probably the fact that even though it's still a big company, it's still got a family feel about it. The depots, everybody looks after each other, everybody helps each other out, which is that's refreshing. I've worked for companies where you know, people would let you struggle. And again, the training side of things, the SMT will pretty much put you through any sort of training program that they or you would like to be put through. I've never been so trained in all the years that all the 25 years that I've been in the industry. Yeah, I think it's quite important for the people in the depot. I look after the charity tuck shop with it's just chocolate bars, crisps, pop, but I think the guys find it quite important. I do it for Macmillan Cancer Support, and I think at the moment we've currently raised, I think, around about £700.